Today, the Pennsylvania General Assembly returned to session, hoping to hammer out the state budget. The State House moved a number of bills to the Senate earlier in the month to do so, mainly along party lines. Fox 43's Logan Perrone breaks down what comes next in the process.
Pennsylvania lawmakers are back in business and back discussing the budget. Today, the Senate returned to session to discuss several bills passed by the House earlier this month to complete the process.
I think you're going to see the Senate over the next several weeks advance elements of the remaining pieces of a budget that need to be addressed, but do it in a way where we think we have agreement across the aisle, not only in the Senate, but in the House and with the governor.
Senate leaders Joe Pittman and Jay Costa say they are working to get money to essential services.
Funding for hospitals, funding for EMS, and funding for nursing homes. Three very, very critical components of public health.
We have opportunity to be able to work through these things, and when we do come back for our session days, we'll hopefully be able to advance some of these things over the course of the next several weeks.
That could take time, with those remaining parts being divided into several pieces.
When you have a fiscal code bill, for example, that has 9 or 10 different pieces and parts to it, it's sometimes a little more difficult to get to a consensus, and that's where some of the roadblocks come into play.
Education has been a major hurdle for the General Assembly, specifically the $100 million in private school vouchers.
The Lifeline or the voucher program and the Level Up program that Democrats support are really the linchpin to getting to a complete resolution here. Until we reconcile those two differences, we're going to be in a logjam.
The program, which Republicans came to a bipartisan agreement with Governor Shapiro over, was vetoed when the rest of the budget was signed in August.
So that's a critical piece of this, and we're going to continue to have a disagreement on that, I believe, with the House Democrats for the time being until the governor and his party address their differences amongst themselves within the House chamber.
The timeline on the finalized budget is unclear, though Democrats and Republicans are sure progress can be made.
So more work needs to be done, but I'm hopeful that as we move forward, while we're here in Harrisburg, we'll be able to reach some resolution on some of these matters and move them forward back between the House and the Senate.
Logan Perrone, Fox 43 News.